Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Yoga Fit with Anjana. Thank you, and I want to thank uh, for my new subscribers. I see that a lot of my friends and many others whom probably I don't know, but thank you for subscribing to my channel. My dog is a little excited, but he'll calm down in a bit. So this is going to be a part 2 video for move your joints. So in the first video, we just saw how to move our shoulders and our hips and our knees and ankles. Today we are going to go a little bit deep into our shoulder mobility and also our hip mobility. Okay, so if you're ready, please stay in a comfortable seat, sit in easy pose or Sukhasana. We are going to start with our centering or grounding exercise. Take a minute to settle down our mind, our breath, and our body. So keep your body as straight as possible if you can. Close your eyes. And just notice the breath, the beautiful breath. Stay here until you can notice that your body has settled down and your scattered thoughts have settled down and your breath has begun to go very slow. Let's stay here for another few seconds. And you can slowly open your eyes. Okay, so great. So now that we have settled down, we are going to start with our hip mobility. Okay, the first one is called Baddha Konasana, or the popular name is butterfly pose. Okay, so we are going to start by stretching our legs nice and long in front of us. Place your palms right next to your hips and give a lift to your chest, making sure your head, shoulders, and your hips are all in the straight line. And make sure your knees are pressing down and your thighs are pressing down, your calf muscles are pressing down. Stay here for about 5 to 6 counts. Okay, now what we can do is we can just separate our feet a little bit, creating some space. And starting with my right leg, I'm going to pull my right foot to the inner corner of my right thigh. Like that. And my left foot to the inner corner of my left thigh. So here we are in butterfly pose. So if we go a little deeper, it is even also called as the cobbler pose. Okay. But don't get too bogged down by the names of the poses. It's all about the mobility and how you're using your muscles and your joints. Okay, so once you're here, notice that your body is slouched. If you're slouching, if you're shrugging down, I want you to come back to that head, shoulders, and hips alignment. Keep your body and your back nice and straight. And just stay here and notice where you feel the pose. Okay, it should be in your inner thigh and the groin area. As long as you can stay here, just breathe, okay? And with every breath, try to relax the muscles around your thighs and your hips. Allow your knees to drop to the side. Good. Good job. So now what we can do is we can take it one step further and we can straighten our bodies a little bit. And with the next inhale, we breathe in and exhale and bend a little forward. Now, some of you can notice that tightness here. Stop if you are feeling uncomfortable. But if you're okay to move forward, you can go a little deeper. Now, also your feet position. If you're, for me, for my body, if I put my feet a little bit further ahead, I can go deeper into the pose. Okay? So notice what you can do with your body. But the goal here is not about the upper body. We are trying to flex our inner thighs and the groin area, giving some mobility, and our hip. We are trying to externally rotate our hips. So just go as deep as you can. And once you're here, breathe again. Relaxed, slow, deep, long breaths. Okay, as long as you're breathing, relax the muscles. Allow your knees to drop. Stay here for 5 to 6 counts or 5 to 6 breaths. And slowly come on out. Nice. So if you do this regularly, you will get a good stretch in your inner thigh and a lot of flexibility when you had to do other advanced or improved postures. You will have a lot of flexibility in moving your hip joint. Okay. So now the another common pose is the butterfly pose. Like I said before, here we are going to move our hips a little bit. So we are going to clasp our feet, and then lift your knees up and down. Let's do this 10 times together. Okay. So just once again, go as high as you can and then go as low as you can. You don't have to worry about touching the floor with your knees or anything like that. Some of you may stop here. Some of you may stop all the way down. So it's really up to your capacity and listen to your body. Okay, don't push too much. Okay, let's go. Let's do this 10 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. Great job. Let's move on to our next mobility. This is very easy for almost anybody can do this. These all 3 that I have shown you right now, for the hips especially, anybody can do this. So this one with your feet flat on the floor, creating some distance between your knees, nice and wide. I want you to drop both the knees to the same side. Okay, so like that. So you can notice there's a internal rotation of your hips and external rotation of your hips. So let's go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. So once again, come back and sit in easy pose or the Sukhasana. Nice. Now let's focus on our shoulders a little bit. So I think last time we did some shoulder rolls. Why don't we start from there? Okay. So just gently start lifting your shoulders all the way up until your ears and then making a big circle with your shoulders. Let's do 5 of those from 2, 3, 4, 5, and then reverse 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Very good. Now we are going to just take our shoulders all the way until your ears and then drop it down. That's it, up and down. Okay, let's begin. Let's do about 5 to 6 counts of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice. Okay, so now what we are going to do, I'm going to take my right arm up and take it all the way behind my ears as much as I can, and then I'm going to drop my hand down. So you should be touching somewhere in between your mid back. Now, many of them have shoulder problems like frozen shoulders. You might have limited range of motion. So just do as much as you can. Even if you can stop here, just do it. And if it's uncomfortable and painful, definitely stop it. Okay. So I'm just showing the ways it can be done. So once you're here, you can just hold this pose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then release. Now let's take the other hand up, all the way up, taking as far back as we can take it, and then dropping our hand down. So you can notice you'll get a good stretch below your armpits, a little bit in your rib cage here. 3, 4, 5. Good job. And slowly release. Bring your hands down. Excellent. Now, we are going to take both our arms up. Breathe in. And then drop our hands behind us as far back as we can reach. So this allows us to really improve our posture, especially if we are working, slouching on our computers. This is going to help us really expand our chest and give some mobility to our shoulders. So stay here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and slowly inhale and bring your hands down. Nice. One more for the shoulder today. Okay, I like this very much because it's going to give a good stretch to our tricep and our deltoid muscles here. Okay, so this is called open the gate and close the gate. So I want you to spread your right arm to the right side as though you're opening the gate, and then you close the gate. Okay, and then lock the gate and push that elbow inward. So notice where you feel the stretch. And we're here. And you can just look over your shoulder and hold this posture for 5 to 6 breaths. Breathe normally. And slowly release your hand. Bring your hand down. Let's repeat that on the other side. So open your arm or the gate. Now close the gate and then lock the gate with your elbows. Push the elbow inside and then look over your shoulder. Put the gentle pressure on your elbow and then stay there for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and slowly release and bring your hands down. Notice how you feel. You must be feeling already a little light and little flexibility in your shoulders. So one last pose for today for our shoulder mobility. It's the reverse prayer. Okay, we all do prayer pose like this. So what I'm going to do is we are going to take our hands behind us as much as you can. If you cannot do the full prayer, that's okay. Just reach back. And if you can do the full prayer, take it back. So I'm going to show you a little bit from the side. So if you can do this, hold this posture for 5 to 6 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if you stop right here, that's okay. If you go down, try to bring it a little bit up. Okay. So that was our reverse prayer pose. So that was it, my friends. Thank you once again for joining me in this episode. I will be uploading new videos with a lot of other mobility and gentle beginner yoga videos for you guys. So this is a beginner yoga series. So please subscribe and support my channel. There, I'm hoping to bring a lot of valuable content into this channel in the future. So stay tuned. Okay. So let me come out of my reverse prayer and bring my palms together. Thank you so much. I will see you next time. Bye. Take care.